evening and welcome to our matchup against the Pima Roughriders and Santan Charter. Okay, Santan Charter. We're so excited to have them here. We would like everybody to please stand for the playing of our national anthem. And we ask that everybody remain standing until the flag has receded. All right, thank you very much. All right, let's introduce our starting lineup for our visiting team, Santan Charter. Number 2, Delaney Ferris. Number 4, Micah Tate. Number 15, Lily Turner. Number 20, Alana Williams. And number 21, Amira Riviera. Now for your Pima Roughriders, number 14, Hannah. Sorry, let's say it again. Number 14, Hannah Ashby. Number 22, Macy Allred. Number 30, Paige Ashby. Number 33, Alana Apodaca. And number 42, Morgan Russell. All right, good luck to both teams. Let's get them.
Let's go! you? Good to see you.
Which one are you live streaming on?
Both of them, Need for Sports and the
Booster?
Booster.
I know, you've been in or out like 3 times.
Did that scan? Did it work?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was just texting it to my mom.
Oh, you can keep it.
Up over, watch it in. And the culinary meeting for the first pizza and made pizza. Morgan probably put them together.
2 minutes, 16 seconds.
You notice the difference?
Are you going to Vegas this weekend?
It kind of sucks. We're playing Friday and Saturday night. So I suck. But our game's not getting over till 6, 8, 7, 30, 8. 8-hour drive. But Ryan was like, hopefully we're gonna go, like, kids will take us to those 4 Vegas. Like, go down the strip and go down. Go see some.
I'm like, last game, last second, literally.
Mic check, mic check.
Brought to vivid life. That's what happens when we go beyond the lens, beyond expectations. We preserve life's most cherished milestones. The elegance of weddings, the joy of graduations, and every special celebration. We beautifully tell your unique story, creating timeless memories to last forever. We bring your business vision to life. Imagine captivating ads, powerful commercials, and videos that truly showcase your unique services. We expertly record your operations, from dynamic production lines to intricate training procedures, creating clear and compelling content. Let us tell your company's story, highlight your strengths, and deeply connect with your audience. We're here to elevate your brand through professional videography solutions. Transform your property listings. We capture stunning interiors, immersive walkthroughs, and breathtaking aerial views. Showcase every detail, attracting more buyers. When the action demands to be seen live, we deliver, ensuring family, friends, and loved ones can witness every priceless moment, instantly, from anywhere. As your dedicated videographer, I bring your vision to life. Beyond real estate, weddings, or broadcasted events, we do so much more. From compelling business advertising, public speaking, and training content, to unique events and personal milestones. Whatever your story, we create powerful visuals to tell it. Ready to transform your vision into compelling visuals? Contact us today.
want her to look at me.
Go on. When I say nice try, Dad, I was making it so it sounded like
second story. Not quite a full second. It's a little house, like a 1,300 square foot house. Upstairs. So they have like one big. And so they have stairs, they have like truss, gable, half a truss, a shorter truss, short, gable, truss, one going this way, one going this way. You can leave it's in the house. I'm walking on the notice room. I'm walking around. I was scared.
So Travis Levi. So Levi still helps him.
Santa's gonna do it tomorrow.
Hey, happy birthday.
Strana has practice in the morning, but like after that, it should just be in the morning for like a few hours. Like how long do you think? Are we gonna try to get it done tomorrow? You can do it. How long do you think it'll take? Like all day? There'll be three. Did Sean do that by himself or with you? So probably like we got 6 hours. Vader on the baseline. Vader on the baseline. I can do it. I mean, here's what if I had to guess, is practicing up like 7 to 9. So if you want to start like, I mean, yeah, I'm going to start with that. Alright, sounds good to me. I was going to go to the one last night, but one of my friends was full. I was going to go for That dog is so good.
enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat.
Thanks, Tom.
Coach Thompson's been the man in the arena for more than 20 years. I'm personally really grateful for Pima High School. We're grateful for Coach Thompson, for the effort, the time, the love, thousands and thousands of hours in a gym, coaching, giving everything he has. Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Lee Patterson with you as we get you ready for tip-off here before the season finale. And it's a big one. Two of the top 3 teams in 2A in action tonight here in Pima. It is the Santan Charter Roadrunners, 19-3 overall, 7-0 in the region, taking on the 25-4 Pima Roughriders, who are also 7-0 in the region. Both teams are firmly into the playoffs. Both teams will be in the Open Championship starting next week. Santan Charter a favorite to win that Open Championship. Is easily the even money favorite to be in the championship. But Pima Roughriders play great defense, and that's what tonight's game going to come down to is can the Pima Roughriders play defense against this Roadrunner squad? They are the highest scoring team in 2A. The last 5 games out, they've scored over 115 points. Their only 3 losses have been to big schools, 5A, 6A schools this season. So they are primed for a championship of some sort this season. But can the Pima Roughriders knock them off here tonight at home? Other big news, which kind of took us all by surprise just before the game. It was announced that this will be Cliff Thompson's final year as head coach of Pima High School basketball. He's been doing it as long as I have. When he was one of the first coaches I met when I came, into this business 25 years ago. He actually was coaching Pima High School football when I was playing in high school. But one of the first coaches that I met, still at it, over 470 wins in 20-plus years as head coach here at Pima High School. And the last 8 years, has been at least in the top 8 of 2A schools. And as a public school, that is an impressive feat for the Pima Roughriders. So congratulations to Cliff Thompson on his soon-to-be retirement. It will be whenever this season is over. And I asked him what he's going to do with all of his free time, and he did not miss a beat. He said, I'm going to enjoy it. And we hope that he does whenever that comes. But they've got an eye on a deep run in the 2A tournament as well. They will be in the Open tournament next week. And the way the Open tournament works is if you lose either the first or second round of that tournament, you get to drop back down into your regular tournament. So if you make it to the Open semifinals, you are in it to win it. You cannot come back down to your conference championship. So that's just a quick rundown of how that works here this year in that Open tournament. I've heard rumors that the Open tournament will be done after this year, but we'll have to see if that announcement comes later or not. It is the Roadrunners and the Roughriders here tonight at Pima High School. We'll take a break on the Open Loop Energy pregame show. We'll be back right after this. Let's do 90 seconds.
Majestic was the coach's name, right? So his name, they wrote down Notorious.
Oh.
His full name is Notorious. You put Tori. But that's on their thing online.
Yeah, that's how it was online.
But his real name's Notorious.
I'll say it. But you have to say it like Notorious. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Well, during that break, we found out, so one of the players on the Santan Charter on the roster says Torrey Street, junior, and the coaches in the book wrote his name as Notorious, so Torrey is short for Notorious. But I said you have to say that like this, Notorious. That's, you have to, some people will get that, some people will not get that at all. But should be a great game tonight. Pima's defense really going to have to come through. Tonight, though, Pima playing without one of their starters. Tanner Smith not dressed tonight. Non-basketball related suspension tonight, so he will not be on the floor. And one of the best ball handlers on their team, and can get into the paint and score, but will be without him tonight. So somebody else will have to step up for the Pima Roughriders to fill his absence tonight. We'll take one more time out on the Open Loop Energy pregame show. When we come back, it'll be starting lineups and tip-off here from Pima High School right after this. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Starting lineup for Kyle Kroom's Santan Charter Roadrunners. A junior guard, number 1, Peyton Lubash. Number 2, Torrey Street. Number 3, senior, number 4, Christo Jackson. A junior guard, number 5, Dylan Vargas. And a senior forward, number 15, Jason Reynolds. That is the starting lineup for the Santan Charter Roadrunners. The starting lineup for Cliff Thompson's Pima Roughriders looks like this. A senior guard, number 1, Isaac Thompson. A junior forward, number 12, Stratton McCray. A senior guard, number 14, Keegan Corona. a junior forward, number 23, Joel Mattice, and a senior center, number 32, Charlie Richardson. That is the lineups tonight for the Roadrunners and the Roughriders. For the Roadrunners, again, Lubash, Street, Jackson, Vargas, and Reynolds. For Pima, Thompson, McCray, Corona, Mattice, and Richardson. Santan Charter in their road green and gold. Pima in their home white and blue. It will be Mattice to jump center with Reynolds. The toss, the tap, won by Santan Charter into the hands of Peyton Lubash. Left side now to Torrey Street. Out on top now to Reynolds. Reynolds near side to Lubash. Lubash cross court, far side to Christo Jackson. Nearly loses the handle. Now gets it out to Lubash out on top. He averages 23 game points a night, and a whistle and a foul called on the drive as Lubash loses the ball. The foul will go on number 1, Isaac Thompson. It will be Santan basketball baseline left. Street will inbound from there. Down low, tries to get it in, knocked away, ball's loose, underneath, and one. Whistle and a foul as Torrey Street puts it up and in. The foul will be on Isaac Thompson. He's picked up his second foul in just under 30 seconds in this one. And Street at the line, trying to make it a three-point play, and he does. 3-0, Santan Charter on top. Nash Bodley will check in for the Pima Roughriders. Keegan Corona works on the near side, and a whistle and a foul called on a hand check. It will go on Torrey Street. Santan Charter will press the entire game. And that is how they turn most of their offense on, is through their defense. Full court pressure. Corona kicks it into the front court to Mattice. Mattice drives left side, loses the handle, out of bounds. Last touch by the Roughriders. Into the front court. Torrey Street with it. He'll go left, drives to the bucket. Scoop shot and good for Torrey Street off the dribble. And a timeout called by Cliff Thompson. Just a minute into this one. Santan Charter leads it 5-0 over the Pima Roughriders. He wants 30 seconds. We'll take it as well. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. 5-0 Santan Charter on top over Pima. Into the front court. McCray with it out on top. He'll drive, kicks it to Charlie Richardson right side. Richardson out on top to McCray. McCray goes left, working against Dylan Vargas. Kicks it to Charlie Richardson. Out on top to Keegan Corona. Corona gets a screen. Double team, down low to Mattice, spins in the paint, fades, floats, and score it for Joel Mattice. And it's a 5-2 lead for Santan Charter. Street into the front court, works against Bodley out on top. Left side now to Jackson. Jackson comes right into the paint, kicks it back out on top to Reynolds. Reynolds to Vargas for three, in and out, no good, and pulled down by Keegan Corona for the Roughriders. Into the front court to Bodley, left quarter to Bodley out on top. Corona for three, short. Rebound is loose and pulled away by Vargas for Santan. Off to Street. Sprints it into the front court, right corner to Jackson. Jackson drives off the glass and good for Christo Jackson. Averages 15.5 points a game. And he gets his first bucket. 7-2 Santan Charter on top. Corona will walk it into the front court. Santan Charter has taken off the pressure already. Bodily spins, floats it, no good. Rebound is loose, pulled down in the corner by Jackson for Santan. Right side, now down low to Reynolds. Reynolds backs his way down, leaves it to Vargas, and he'll miss the layup. Gets his own rebound back, kicks it out on top to Jackson. Jackson goes left, drives underneath to Vargas, misses the dunk, and pulled down by Charlie Richardson for the Roughriders. Into the hands of Corona, right to left, into the front court. Gets a screen, now Corona goes right. Into the paint, running floater is blocked, gets it back, and it loses it out of bounds. Cliff Thompson wanted a foul, and him and the near side official having words on the way back by. 7-2, Santan Charter on top. Lubash into the front court around a screen. Goes right, cut off by Corona. Now on top near side to Jackson. Jackson drives, gets to the glass, blocked on the way up, and Matthijs with the rebound, and a foul called on Santan Charter. The foul will go on number 4, Christo Jackson, his first. 4:55 to play, first quarter, 7-2, Santan Charter on top. Into the front court, left side, Bodily with it. Now to Matthijs, 15 from the basket, goes to work on Vargas, to the glass, over the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Vargas. Off to Lubash, left side, quickly up to Jackson, left corner. Jackson comes right into the paint, now leaves it to Vargas, right side to Street. On top to Vargas, around left side to Jackson. Jackson, standing dribble, works it out on top against Matthijs. Left side, dunk on the way up and good for Jasheen Reynolds. Right over the top of Joel Matthijs with a two-handed dunk from the baseline. 9-2. Santan Charter on top. Corona into the front court, left side to Stratton McCray. He'll go right around the top of the key, hands it off to Bodily. Bodily now back to Corona. Corona to Bodily between the circles, floats it from 15, leaves it short, and pulled down by Street. Quickly up to Vargas into the front court. And the officials are saying blow the whistle. They're going to stop the clock. The net was tangled up. Into the lineup for Santan Charter will be number 11, Jason Gramillion, a junior guard replacing Dylan Vargas. Street will inbound front court right for the Roadrunners. In on top to Lubash. Lubash goes left, works against Corona out on top. Now gets a screen from Reynolds, goes right with it. Now crosses over, step back three on the way is short. Rebounded by Corona for the Riders. Into the front court, underneath Charlie Ripper to Joel Matthijs, off the glass and good. Baseline right, and it's 9-4. Santan Charter on top, 3:23 to play in the first quarter. Street to the near side, works against Bodily. Goes left on the dribble, on top to Reynolds. Reynolds swings it left side to Lubash. In the paint to Street. Street has it knocked away, but chased down by Jackson in the corner, left side. He'll bring it back out on top. There's 33 to shoot. The shot clock got reset. Into the paint, spins, underneath, pump fake, blocked on the way up. And the ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Pima. The shot clock reset in the middle of that possession, and Santan benefited from it. In for Santan, number 3, Bryce Whiting, a sophomore. Cale Merrill, the near side official, says, I agree it did reset, but I don't know what to put it back to, so we'll just leave it. Whiting tries to get it in, and it's knocked out of bounds by Stratton McCray, and it will stay with Santan baseline left. Lubash into Whiting, on top to Street, around left side to Lubash. Lubash back to the far side, 3-ball on the way, off the front of the iron, no good, and pulled down by Stratton McCray for the Riders. Into the hands of Keegan Corona. Cross court to Bodily, wide open for a 3, yes, for Nash Bodily. And the Riders are back to within 2, 9-7. Santan Charter with 2:28 to play in the first quarter. Street into the front court. Near side now to Whiting. Whiting, jab step, now goes left. Gets pushed off. Offensive foul called on Whiting as Stratton McCray bodied him up, and Whiting just pushed off. McCray will inbound, backcourt left for Pima. Into Keegan Corona. Corona against Whiting in the backcourt. Left side to McCray. McCray goes right, all the way to the glass. Running floater won't go. Pulled down by Street. On the run for Santan, 2-on-1. Street to the glass. Offensive foul on Torrey Street as Keegan Corona took the charge underneath the basket. No basket for Torrey Street. That'll be the second foul on Street. It will be Pima basketball, 9-7. Santan on top, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Corona works against Whiting in the backcourt. Left side to Bodley. Bodley down low to Richardson, to the glass and good. And the Riders have tied the game at 9 with 1:44 to play here in the first quarter. Lubash into the front court. Crosses over on Corona, gets into the paint, knocked away, ball's loose, and we're gonna have a jump ball as Nash Bodley on the ground to tie it up. It will be Pima basketball. Into the Santan lineup, number 5, Dylan Vargas replacing Jason Reynolds. 9-9, Pima Santan Charter, 94 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Keegan Corona works in the backcourt against Bryce Whiting. Keegan gets it into the front court around Whiting, pulls the trigger for 3, airballs it for Keegan Corona. That was a quick shot. A big student section here for Santan Charter, and they're letting Corona know about it. Onto the floor for Santan, number 30, Henry Tauscher, a junior, averages 3 points a game this season. It'll be Santan basketball, left to right. Whiting into the front court. Works out on top against McCray. Left side to Tauscher. Tauscher underneath to Vargas, and he'll lay it up. And Santan goes back out on top, 11-9. 1 minute to play in the first quarter, and a timeout called by the Roughriders. 1 minute left in quarter number 1. It's Santan Charter 11, Pima 9. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back inside here at Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. It's been an intense first quarter here between Santan Charter and Pima. Santan leads at 11-9 with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Pima basketball, Charlie Richardson with it into the corner, out on top, and a jump ball called as Stratton McCray not able to hang on to it. It'll be alternating possession back to Santan Charter. The sophomore Bryce Whiting with it into the front court, left to right against McCray. Left side to Tauscher. Underneath, wide open again is Jason Gramillion, and he's fouled on the way up. The foul will go on 23, Joel Matthijs, his first. That's back-to-back set plays by Santan Charter. And the same results. This time Gramillion will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw, no good for Gramillion. He'll get one more. Jason Gramillion, a junior guard, averages 6 points a game this season for Santan Charter. 11-9, Roadrunners on top, 44 seconds to play in the first quarter. Second free throw is good for Gramillion, 1 out of 2 at the line. 12-9. 12-9, Pima trails, Bodley into the front court, back to Corona. Corona lobs it back door, Tauscher with the interception. Here comes Santan on the run into the front court. Left side Gramillion, fakes the 3, now drives, step back, 3 on the way is no good. Pulled down by Corona, and Tauscher will pick up the foul for Santan Charter. That'll be his first. 22.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. That'll be the 5th team foul, so that'll put Keegan Corona at the line to shoot free throws with 22.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Corona fires the first, in and out, no good. And he'll get one more now for the Roughriders. Fires, that one is no good either. Chased down by Vargas in the corner for Santan. He'll leave it for Whiting. Quickly up to Gramillion left side, now back to Whiting. Whiting, left side to Vargas. Underneath Tauscher, wide open, and he puts it up and in. That's the same set play that Santan has run 3 times in a row, and Santan's hit a bucket on all of them. 3 at the buzzer from half court, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, Santan Charter 14, Pima 9. We'll be back for the second quarter after the 60-second timeout. Eight minutes down, 8 minutes to go here in the first half. 14-9, Santan Charter on top over the Pima Roughriders. Pima basketball to start the second quarter. Keegan Corona, near side to Nash Bodily, left side to Joel Matthijs. He'll drive the baseline, cut off there, and then throws it away over the head of Nash Bodily. And it'll be Santan Charter basketball. Whiting will bring it left to right into the front court for Santan. Left side to Tauscher. Loses the handle, ball's loose, and a whistle and a foul. And they're gonna call it against Santan Charter. The foul will go on 30. Henry Tauscher, that'll be his second. Pima basketball after the turnover. Corona will walk it into the front court right to left. Near side to Bodily. Bodily back to Corona right side. Corona on top to Charlie Richardson. Richardson leaves it to Bodily. Bodily drives. Down low to Matthijs. Ball's loose and taken away by Lubash. That's 3 turnovers in a row for the Riders. Lubash drives right side, stolen away, but Tauscher there for the Roadrunners. Out on top to Whiting. Whiting against McCray, out on top man-to-man. Near side now to Lubash. Lubash drives, leaves it underneath to Gramillion. He throws it over the rim, no good. Pulled down by Charlie Richardson. Off to Corona. Corona, left side to Bodily. Back out on top to Corona at the time stripe. Right side to Charlie Richardson. Richardson backs his way in, floats one up, and good for Charlie Richardson. Roughriders back to within 3, 14-11. Santan Charter on top, 6:27 to play in the first half. Whiting into the front court, left side to Vargas. Vargas on top to Gramillion. Gramillion goes right. Now back on top to Whiting. He'll fire a 3 from there and buries it. And a timeout called by Santan Charter. 6:11 to play in the first half. Santan Charter 17 and Pima 11. We'll be back after this timeout. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to play in the first half here from Pima High School. 17-11, Santan Charter on top. They have taken the full court pressure off of Pima. And now they'll drop into a 2-3 zone. On defense will Santan. To McCray, on top to Corona. Corona double team, stolen away by Lubash, and he'll be out ahead of everybody and lay it up and in. First points of the ball game for the leading scorer, Peyton Lubash. Corona works against Whiting in the backcourt. Right side to Bodley. Bodley spins, goes, gets to the glass, floats it, can't hit. Rebound is loose, pulled down by Corona. Out to McCray for three. Good for Stratton McCray. And the Riders back to within 5, 19-14. Roadrunners on top, 5:28 to play here in the first half. Back into the lineup is Christo Jackson. He's got the ball left side. On top now to Whiting. Whiting left side to Jackson. Jackson works against Bodley. Now back on top to Whiting, 14 to shoot. Now to Vargas. Vargas goes left, steps through, floater off glass, no good. Joel Matthijs with the rebound for Pima. Off to Corona. Into the front court against Whiting. Corona left side to Bodley. Bodley back to Corona. Corona goes left side to Bodley. Bodley spins, and he carried the basketball. It'll be a turnover back to Santan Charter. Back on for Santan Charter, number 2, Notorious Street, the junior. Also number 15, Jason Reynolds. Street with it, left to right, into the front court for Santan. Left side to Vargas. Vargas to Lubash, catch, shoot, fade, three, short. Charlie Richardson with the rebound. Into the hands of Corona. 4:30 to play in the first half. Pima down 5. Into the front court. Left side, Bodley. Bodley on top to McCray. Right side to Corona. Corona drives, gets into the paint, turns, and tries to leave it for somebody cutting to the basket. Nobody's home, and it's a turnover back to Santan Charter. Isaac Thompson back on for Pima, replacing Nash Bodley. It'll be Santan basketball, 4:11 to play in the first half, 19-14, Santan on top. Jackson into the front court, on top, and a whistle and a Gatorade bottle comes rolling onto the floor in front of the Pima bench, so the officials stop play and get that cleaned up, make sure there's no water on the floor. And now Lubash will inbound into the backcourt to Vargas. Check that to Jackson. Jackson picks his dribble up, and left side to Vargas. Vargas hands it to Jackson. 3 ball on the way, in and out, no good. Joel Matthijs there for the rebound. Hands it to Keegan Corona. 3:45 to play first half, 19-14, Santan Charter on top. Into the front court, right side to Thompson. Thompson on top to Matthijs. Left side to Corona, underneath to Charlie Richardson. Richardson drives right, now spins left, floats it off the glass, in and out, no good. Reynolds with the rebound for Santan. Quickly up the street, into the front court, loses the handle. And last touch by Isaac Thompson, it will stay with Santan Charter. Lubash will inbound, baseline right for Santan. Lob it in on top to Street. Street to Vargas. Down low to Jackson. Jackson spins, floats, hangs, can't hit. Rebound is loose, pulled down by McCray. Leaves it to Corona. Into the front court. Corona double team near side. Out on top to McCray. McCray right side to Thompson. Thompson crossover, gets into the paint. Leaves it out on top to Corona. Corona around a screen. Right back to Thompson right side. Thompson drives. Kicks it to Charlie Richardson. 15-foot jumper is good for Charlie Richardson. 19-16, Riders to within 3 with 2:45 to play in the first half. Lubash into the front court against Corona. Gets a screen, goes right, cross court. Jackson, 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebounded by Corona. And then he is hammered by Lubash at midcourt, and that'll be a foul on Peyton Lubash. That'll be his first and the second team foul against Santan Charter. It'll be Pima basketball, front court right. Isaac Thompson will inbound. Into the backcourt to Corona. Working against Jackson, goes right around him. Leaves it for Thompson, right side. Thompson, last touched by Santan. It will stay with Pima. Thompson to inbound, front court right. Into the corner to Matthijs. Out on top to McCray. McCray drives, kicks it to Matthijs, right corner. Matthijs goes to work on the baseline. Now spins, pump fake to the glass, and good for Joel Matthijs. And the Riders back to within one with 2:09 to play here in the first half. 19-18. Santan Charter on top. Streets into the front court. Crossover, goes left around a screen. Now right, drives underneath Vargas, and one for Dylan Vargas. Count the bucket. The foul will go on Joel Matthijs. That'll be his second. And that'll put number 5, Dylan Vargas, at the line, the junior. Makes it 21-18 Santan Charter. Vargas at the line for try to make it a three-point play, and it's short, no good. Matthijs with the rebound. Off to Keegan Corona, right side. Into the front court, right side to Thompson. Thompson down low to Matthijs, pump fake. Matthijs drives, blocked by Reynolds. Picked up by Santan. Lubash sprints it into the front court, crosses over, gets to the glass, wraps it around to Jackson. Out on top to Street. Street back to Lubash, chased by Corona near side. Crossover, step back, long three from Lubash, in and out, no good. Pulled down by Matthijs for the Pima Roughriders. 1:17 to play in the first half. Corona walks it into the front court against Lubash. Goes left. On top to Richardson. Richardson, right side to Matthijs. Matthijs goes to work. Pump, fades, floats, high off the glass, no good. Reynolds with the rebound. Into the hand of Jackson, on the run into the front court. He'll drive into the paint, leaves it underneath for Reynolds. Reynolds double teamed, back to Jackson. Jackson drives, floats, and good in the paint for Christo Jackson. 23-18, Santan Charter on top with 35 seconds to play in the first half. There is a 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Corona into the front court. Deep three on the way is an air ball for Keegan Corona. Into the lineup for Santan Charter, number 14, Brennan Catrone, a sophomore, averages 4 points a game. 24.7 seconds left in the first half. Pima down 23-18. Santan Charter can hold for a final shot, and they will. Street with it out on top. Top of the key, crossover drive, left corner, Catrone for three. Short, rebounded by Charlie Richardson, and Pima now has the final shot. 6 seconds. Into the front court, stolen away by Street. Now to Lubash at the buzzer for three. In and out, no good. And we'll go to halftime with the score. Santan Charter 23 and Pima 18. We'll be back for the Kimpton Chevrolet halftime report coming up right after this. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you at halftime. This is the Kimpton Chevrolet halftime report. Kimpton Chevrolet is your straight shooting dealer in the Gila Valley, or online anytime at KimptonChevrolet.com. Taking a look at the scoring, first for Santan Charter in the first half. Peyton Lubash finished with 2 points. 5 points for Tori Street, 3 points for Bryce Whiting, 4 points for Christo Jackson, 4 for Dylan Vargas, 1 for Jason Vermillion, 2 points for Jason Reynolds, and 2 points for Henry Tauscher. For the Pima Roughriders, 3 points for Stratton McRae, 3 points for Nash Bonnelly, 6 points for Joel Mattice, and 6 points for Charlie Richardson in the first half. That is the scoring in the first half for both these teams. Pima did out-rebound Santan Charter 16-9 in the first half. 5 rebounds apiece for Keegan Corona and Joel Mattice. Charlie Richardson with 4 and Stratton McRae with 2. For Santan Charter, Tori Street with 2, 1 for Christo Jackson, 4 for Dylan Vargas, and 2 for Jason Reynolds. That is the rebounding stats in the first half. It's 23-18. Santan Charter on top of the Pima Roughriders. We'll take another timeout here on the Kimpton Chevrolet halftime report. When we come back, we'll look at scores from around the state of Arizona. We'll also look at where the rankings are on the final day of the regular season. All that and more coming up right after this.
Your vision brought to vivid life. That's what happens when we go beyond the lens, beyond expectations. We preserve life's most cherished milestones. The elegance of weddings, the joy of graduations, and every special celebration. We beautifully tell your unique story, creating timeless memories to last forever. We bring your business vision to life. Imagine captivating ads, powerful commercials, and videos that truly showcase your unique services. We expertly record your operations, from dynamic production lines to intricate training procedures, creating clear and compelling content. Let us tell your company's story, highlight your strengths, and deeply connect with your audience. We're here to elevate your brand through professional videography solutions. Transform your property listings. We capture stunning interiors, immersive walkthroughs, and breathtaking aerial views. Showcase every detail, attracting more buyers. When the action demands to be seen live, we deliver, ensuring family, friends, and loved ones can witness every priceless moment instantly from anywhere. As your dedicated videographer, I bring your vision to life. Beyond real estate, weddings, or broadcasted events, we do so much more. From compelling business advertising, public speaking, and training content to unique events and personal milestones. Whatever your story, we create powerful visuals to tell it. Ready to transform your vision into compelling visuals? Contact us today. We'll provide a personalized quote for all your videography needs. Let's connect.
Reported. Girls basketball. 3A finals from earlier today. Valley Christian over Florence 73-27. Gilbert Christian over ALA Ironwood 67-35. Globe over Apache Junction 49-36. Highland Prep over Parker 57-37. Northwest Christian 66-55. Seton Catholic 63-14 over Coolidge. Thatcher beat Sabino 51-19. Yuma Catholic over Chino Valley 68-19. 2A girls basketball, Round Valley beat Northland Prep 40-5. Benson over Desert Christian 52-20. Scottsdale Prep over Camp Verde 52-34. Fountain Hills beat Rancho Solano Prep 51-24. Gilbert Classical over Leading Edge 31-8. Lincoln Prep beat Chandler Prep 44-14. Mojave Accelerated over St. John Paul II 43-27. Bisbee beat Morenci 51-41. Kingman Academy beat North Valley Christian 45-43. Arizona Lutheran over Phoenix Country Day 58-36. Pima beat Santan Charter 77-7. Veritas Prep beat Santa Cruz 45-27. St. John's over Gray Hill 64-16. 1A Cicero Prep beat Duncan 31-24. Valley Union over Patagonia 32-22. The Gregory School beat San Simon 37-22. San Pasqual beat Desert Heights Prep 53-12. Fort Thomas over Ray 64-33 in basketball action. We're ready to go for second half. 23-18. Santan Charter leads it. Second half action for the starting lineup for Pima will be Isaac Thompson on the stranding dribble. Near side to Lubash. Now back on top to Street. On top to Vargas. Vargas back to the basket. Has it knocked away, and Charlie Richardson comes away with it for the Riders. Into the hands of Keegan Corona. Corona calls a set play, works against Lubash out on top. Richardson comes with the screen. Back to Richardson in the paint, leaves it underneath to Joel Mattice. The reverse won't go, and pulled down by Christo Jackson. Into the hand of Street right side. Into the front court, drives through, left side to Lubash. Lubash drives, floats, leaves it short, and Mattice with the rebound for the Riders. Into the hands of Corona, sprints it into the front court, pulls up from 15, back iron no. Rebound is loose, pulled down by Stratton McCray. Out to Keegan Corona. New shot clock. Corona, right side, Thompson for three. Over the rim, no good. Rebounded by Mattice in the paint, and he's fouled on a reach in. The foul will go on Christo Jackson. His second. It'll be Pima basketball, baseline right. Thompson will inbound. Down low to Charlie Richardson. He gets it underneath the basket. Reverse layup, no good. Pulled down by Dylan Vargas. Long outlet pass into the right corner to Jackson. Jackson goes right baseline. Out on top to Vargas. Vargas now to Lubash. Lubash between the circles to Christo Jackson. Now to Vargas. On top now to Reynolds. 8 seconds to shoot. Left side to Jackson. Jackson drives through the paint, floats, hangs. Back iron no good. And Richardson with the rebound. Long outlet pass ahead, and Vargas intercepts it on the long pass by Pima. Street brings it back into the front court. He has it knocked away, but Reynolds picks it up. Now to Vargas down the paint, and he's fouled on the way up. That'll be the third on Joel Mattice. That will put number 5, Dylan Vargas, at the line. Set to come in for Pima will be number 15, Brendan Skiba, a junior, after this first Vargas free throw attempt. First one is good. Skiba will check in, replacing Joel Matthijs, who will sit with 3 fouls. And now Vargas back to the line for a second. He makes that one, makes the score 25-18. Corona will bring the ball into the front court, left to right. Down to Charlie Richardson. Richardson double teamed in the corner. He's going to try to dribble through it, and he turns it over. Picked up by Jackson underneath the basket. Out on the run near side, Torrey Street. Into the front court, down low. Lubash now with it, left corner. He'll drive left baseline, and he's fouled on the way by. The foul will go on Keegan Corona. That'll be his first non-shooting foul, second team foul. 5:41 to play in the third, 25-18. Santan Charter on top. Out on top to Street. Now on top to Lubash. Goes right side, around a screen. Chased right side, knocked away by Stratton McCray. Into the hands of Corona. Corona around Lubash at midcourt. Pulls up from 15 on the run. Back iron, no. Pulled down by Jackson for the Roadrunners. He'll bring it into the front court himself. Crossover, goes left to the paint, steps through, floats it, can't hit. Rebound is loose, and a jump ball between Reynolds and Skiba. And the alternating possession will give the ball to the Pima Roughriders. McCray with the basketball. Into Keegan Corona. Far side, trying to find Skiba. Ricochets off of Richardson, and a turnover back to Santan Charter. 3-ball on the way for Jackson. Good for Christo Jackson. 28-18, Santan Charter now back out on top. Yeah, the power got knocked out. But I'll take it back after this commercial. Nice move by Torrey Street, going through the paint, left-handed up and in to make it a 30-18 Santan Charter lead, and a timeout on the floor called by the Pima Roughriders. 3:58 to play here in the third quarter. It's been all Roadrunners so far, 30-18. Santan Charter on top. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Final regular season game of the season. 3:58 to play in the third. Santan Charter on top of Pima, 30-18. And a near steal on the inbound by Santan Charter. And it will stay with Pima in front of the Santan Charter bench, backcourt right. Stratton McCray will inbound. Gets it into Isaac Thompson. Thompson has his pocket picked by Street. On the run into the front court. Kicks it in the corner. Jackson, 3-ball blocked by McCray and picked up by the Roughriders. Into the hands of Keegan Corona. To McCray, back to Corona, into the front court to Thompson. Right corner to Matthijs. Matthijs back to Thompson. Thompson has his pocket picked, and it'll be a turnover back to Santan Charter. The defensive effort by the Roadrunners has been huge here in the third quarter, 30-18. 12-point lead for Santan. Into the front court, Lubash crossover, step back three on the way. It's an air ball for Lubash, and it'll be a turnover back to the Pima Roughriders. Full court pressure again for Santan. Corona gets it to McCray, pushes it into the front court. Waits for Corona, shovels it to him, back at the time stripe. Gets a screen and a whistle and a foul out on top called against Santan. The foul will go on Peyton Lubash, that'll be his second. And the second team foul. It will be Pima basketball, front court left, in on top to Keegan Corona. He'll standing dribble out on top against Lubash. Left side to Matthijs. Matthijs back to the basket at the elbow. Now goes right, strong, double team. Muscles it up and in for number 23, Joel Matthijs. 30-20, Santan on top. Into the front court, right side to Lubash. Now back to Street. Down to Reynolds. Reynolds has his pocket picked, but he gets it back. Goes left on Richardson and stolen away again. But Reynolds gets it right back. 11 to shoot. Jackson drives right. Muscles his way in. Scoop shot is good for Christo Jackson. Off the bounce for Santan Charter. 2:11 to play in the third. 32-20. Santan Charter on top, into the front court. Matthijs, left side, drives the baseline, is cut off there, and a whistle and a foul underneath. The foul will go on number 11, Jason Gramillion. That is his first. Checking back in for Pima will be number 13, Nash Bodley, and back on for Santan, number 30, Henry Tosher, replacing Reynolds. Pima basketball, baseline right, Bodley to inbound. In on top, around to Corona. Corona, right side, now to McCray, on top to Richardson, left side to Bodley. Hands it back to Corona, 3-ball on the way, back iron no, rebound is loose, Matthijs pulls it down, still volleyballed around, and last touch by Santan Charter. It will be Pima basketball. 1:38 to play in the third, 32-20. Santan Charter on top, Bodley to inbound, baseline left. Into Corona. Corona nearly has this stolen away. Goes left on the dribble, drive, double team comes, and last touch by whom? They're going to say last touch by Joel Matthijs from Pima. It will be Santan Charter basketball. 90 seconds to play in the third, 32-20. Santan Charter on top. Street with it into the front court, right to left. Out on top to Lubash. Goes right around a screen, gets past Corona. Now backs it up, top of the key, right side to Jackson. 12 to shoot, Jackson goes left in the paint, underneath, looking for Gramillion, and he can't hang on to it. It'll be off of his shoulder and out of bounds. Back to Pima. 1:02 to play in the third. Pima into the front court to McCray. Left side, works against Jackson. Picks up his dribble out on top to Matthijs now. Matthijs goes right, gets around Vermillion, gets to the glass, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on number 11, Jason Vermillion. That is his second. And now Joel Matthijs to the line to shoot 2 for the Pima Roughriders. First free throw on the way, in and out, no good. Riders 0 for 3 at the foul line so far tonight. Into the lineup for Santan, number 5, Dylan Vargas. And number 3, Bryce Whiting. And now back to the line will be Joel Matthijs. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Charlie Richardson. His follow will go for the Pima Roughriders. 32-22 Santan Charter on top. Lubash into the front court. 30 seconds to shoot, 35 seconds to play, and a whistle and a foul called on Keegan Corona. That'll be his second. It'll be a non-shooting foul. Santan basketball, front court left. Whiting will inbound. Into Lubash in the backcourt. Lubash will walk it into the front court, holding for the final shot now for the Roadrunners. Lubash, standing dribble on top. Goes left around a screen, and a whistle and a foul called on an illegal screen out on top. Will go on number 30, Henry Tauscher. That is his third. 19 seconds to play in the quarter. Pima basketball in the backcourt. Into Keegan Corona. Corona against Street. Goes left. Now back right. 10 seconds. Corona loses the dribble. Double teamed. Right side to Bodley. Bodley back on top to Corona. Corona long 3 on the way. Good for Keegan Corona. And that's the way the third quarter comes to an end. With the score, Santan Charter 32, Pima 25. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us tonight on KATO 1230 AM, GilaValleyCentral.net as well. 8 minutes to play in this one. Santan Charter leads Pima 32-25. It'll be Santan basketball at midcourt to start the fourth quarter. Torrey Street with it into the front court. Left side to Whiting. Whiting looking for Lubash out on top. Shadowed there by Corona. 23 to shoot. Whiting, left side to Tauscher. Now back out on top to Whiting. Whiting drives right. Left side, knocked away by Joel Matthijs and out of bounds. It will be Santan basketball with 13 to shoot on the shot clock. 7:37 to play in the game. Whiting will inbound for the Roadrunners. In on top to Street. Street, standing dribble between the circle, works against Nash Bodley. 6 to shoot. Goes left around Bodley, and Bodley will pick up the foul out on top. That will be the first on Bodley. It'll be a non-shooting foul. Santan will inbound baseline right. On top to Vargas. Vargas back to Street. Now right side to Whiting. Now back to Street, left side. Goes right, now back left. loses the handle. Chased down by Tauscher, 18 to shoot, and he dribbled it on the inline. Turnover back to the Roughriders. Into the lineup for Santan will be number 4, Christo Jackson. Into the front court, left to right. Keegan Corona, 32-25. Pima trails to Santan Charter. Right side to Bodley. Bodley goes left to McCray. McCray back right side, drives, pump fake, and he traveled with the basketball. Drug that pivot foot when McCray went to jump stop. And it will be a turnover back to Santan with 6:50 to play. 32-25, been a great basketball game here tonight. Final regular season game for the Pima Roughriders. Straight into the front court with the double high screen, goes left with it. Far side to Whiting. Whiting drives, pulls up from the right elbow, buries it for Bryce Whiting, and a timeout called by Santan Charter. 6:32 to play, 34-25, Santan on top. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. 6 minutes and 32 seconds to play in this one. 34-25. Santan Charter on top. It will be Pima basketball after the timeout. Stratton McCray will inbound. Length of the floor, left to right. Into Keegan Corona. Into the front court now to Richardson. Richardson down low to Matthijs. He drives underneath the bucket and he is pushed out of bounds. Nope. They're going to say he dribbled it out of bounds. Turnover back to Santan Charter with 6:22 to play. Peyton Lubash into the front court, right to left. Left corner now to Jackson. Jackson down to Vargas on the left baseline. He'll kick it back to Lubash. Lubash out on top to Whiting. Drives, gets in the paint, pump fake. Kicks it in the corner to Vargas. 3-ball on the way, in and out, no good. Richardson with the rebound for the Riders. 6 minutes left, 9-point lead for Santan. Into the front court. Keegan Corona spins, floats from 15, rolls off, no good. Rebounded by Charlie Richardson, and the putback is good on the right side for Charlie Richardson. 34-27, Santan on top. Lubash into the front court. Left side now to Vargas. Vargas spins around Matthijs, and offensive foul called on Vargas as he runs over Isaac Thompson. That'll be his first. Vargas slow to get up, so the training staff will go out and take a look at Vargas after that fall with 5:37 to play. We'll see. He'll take a little bit of time. We'll take an injury timeout as well. 5:37 to play in the game. 34-27 injury timeout as Dylan Vargas down after contact underneath the basket. We'll be back right after this timeout. .537 to play in this one. Pima down 34-27 to Santan Charter. Pima basketball after the timeout. McCray and Corona playing catch in the backcourt. Now up to Richardson, left side. Richardson out on top to McCray. McCray now to Corona between the circles. Corona with the standing dribble, works against Reynolds out on top, directing some traffic with 10 to shoot. And a 5-second violation on Keegan Corona for guarded too closely. That'll be a turnover back to Santan Charter. Into the lineup for Santan, number 11, Jason Gramillion. Will be Santan basketball right to left. Lubash into the front court against Corona. 5 minutes to play. Lubash crossover, goes right, all the way to the baseline, wraps it around to Reynolds. He'll fire a three, front iron no good, but pulled down by Keegan Corona. Corona sprints it into the front court, left to right. Pulls the trigger for a long three. Good for Keegan Corona. And the Roughriders to within three, 34-30. Excuse me, 34-30. 4:39 to play in the game. Into the front court, Lubash fires a three of his own. That's short, and Corona with the rebound. He'll push it into the front court, left to right. Corona on Lubash, and a whistle. Well, they're going to call a timeout called by the Pima Roughriders. 4:25 to play. Santan Charter 34, Pima 30. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. 4:25 to play. Pima basketball front court right. They trail 34-30 to Santan Charter. Corona, left side to McCray. On top now to Matthijs. Loses the ball between his legs, but chases it down back to Corona. Corona drives, floats right side, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Richardson, and he's fouled on the way back up. He'll go to the line to shoot two. That'll be on number 15, Jason Reynolds. That'll be his first. Charlie Richardson to the line to shoot two for the Roughriders. Down 4 with 4:09 to play. First free throw, good for Charlie Richardson. Richardson will go to the line for one more. On the way, that one is good. 2 for 2 at the line for Charlie Richardson. Pima to within 2 with 4:06 to play. Street will bring it into the front court, right to left. Left side to Jackson. Jackson down low, left side to Gramillion. Goes to the glass, blocked on the way up, and pulled down by Keegan Corona on the rebound. Riders can tie or take the lead on this possession. Corona into the front court, left side to Thompson. Thompson back to Corona, left side. Corona against Lubash, gets a screen, goes left, drives. Now back left side, pulls the trigger, can't hit. Rebounded by Richardson, and a jump ball on the way back up. Alternating possession will leave it with the Pima Roughriders. Richardson just picked up a double-double with that rebound. Back into the lineup for Santan is Dylan Vargas. Good to see him back in the lineup after taking that fall earlier. Thompson to inbound baseline right. Into the corner to Corona, left side. Corona against Jackson. Jackson to Richardson. Hands it to Thompson, right side. Spins out of it, back to McCray. On top to Corona with 22 to shoot. And then a whistle and a foul called on a hand check against the Roadrunners. Number 4, Christo Jackson, will pick up his third. And it will be Pima basketball, front court right. Stratton McCray will inbound from there. Into Keegan Corona. Corona against Jackson out on top. On top now to Thompson, left side to Matthijs. Matthijs drives the left baseline against Reynolds, finds some room, jump stop, underneath to Richardson, pump fake, off the glass, no good. Ball's loose and pulled down by Lubash. On the run for Santan, and he throws it away. Out of bounds, back to the Pima Roughriders. 2:56 to play, Pima down 2, 34-32. McCray gets it in to Thompson. Thompson has it stolen off the glass, and one is Keegan Corona, picks up the foul. Count the bucket. Corona will pick up his third. Count the bucket for Christo Jackson. And he'll go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. Free throw on the way, and no good. Chased down by Reynolds in the corner for Santan. Underneath the street, in the paint, leaves it short. Rebound is loose, and McCray with the rebound. Sprints it into the front court, left side to Charlie Richardson. Blocked on the way up, into the hands of Thompson. Thompson fires, good. 36-34, Santan Charter with 2:30 to play. What a ball game here for Pima High School. Torrey Street into the front court. On top against Thompson. Right side to Reynolds. Down low, wide open, blocked is Jackson by Stratton McCray. Christo Jackson had come off a screen. He was wide open. Stratton McCray came from nowhere to get the block. Santan will inbound baseline left, but first we've got a timeout called by the Roadrunners. 2:18 to play. 36-34, Santan Charter on top. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back here to Pima High School. What a great ball game we've got here. 2:18 to play. Santan Charter leads at 36-34 over Pima. It'll be Santan basketball, baseline left. Torrey Street will inbound. 21 on the shot clock. Into Jackson. Jackson underneath, and he lays it up and in over Stratton McCray to go up 38-34 for Santan Charter. Thompson into the front court, running floater in the paint, off glass, no good. Rebounded by Jackson for Santan. 2 minutes to play, 4-point lead for the Roadrunners. Into the front court, Jackson with the standing dribble, out on top against Stratton McCray. They'll go into the four corners as Jackson standing, alternating dribble out at the logo. 15 to shoot. Hands it off to Street against Thompson. Stolen away by Thompson. Here comes Pima on the run to the glass. And one. Count it for Keegan Corona on the fast break, hooping the harm. The foul will go on number 4, Christo Jackson. That'll be his fourth. And Keegan Corona will go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. With 1:36 to play. Corona's free throw is short. Rebounded by Matthijs. It's short. Ball's loose, and Lubash pulls it down. Pima had a chance to tie there with 90 seconds to play. Lubash into the front court. Crossover, works against Corona. Goes right into the paint, underneath to Street. Now to Reynolds. Left side to Vargas. Out on top to Lubash. 1:15 to play. Lubash, standing dribble. 13 to shoot. Lubash goes right. Now back left side, wide open. Drive is Vargas, cut off, underneath the basket and laid up and in for Torrey Street. And an inbound violation on Isaac Thompson. And it's going to be a turnover back to Santan Charter. They're going to put 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute on the clock. Santan Charter will inbound baseline right with Torrey Street. For Santan. Underneath to Jackson, right side, blocked by McCray, and then McCray's fouled by number 4, Christo Jackson. That'll be his 5th. That'll be the 5th foul on Christo Jackson. He'll foul out with 56.2 seconds to play, and it's the 5th team foul against Santan Charter. So Jackson will foul out. Santan Charter has 20 seconds to find a replacement. Jackson will head to the bench. He'll be replaced by Jason Gramillion. And Stratton McCray at the line to shoot free throws for Pima. First free throw is off to the left, no good for McCray. He'll get one more. McCray to the line for his second. Fires, that one is good. 3-point lead for Santan with 55 seconds to play. Lubash will bring it into the front court against Corona. Crossover, goes right, gets into the paint. Right side to Jackson, out to Vermillion. Whistle and a timeout called by Santan. 41.2 seconds to play. 40-37, Santan Charter on top over Pima. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back here to Pima High School. 41.2 seconds to play. 40-37. Santan Charter leads Pima. It will be Santan basketball, front court right, with 21 seconds on the shot clock. It will be Dylan Vargas to inbound for the Roadrunner. Each team with one timeout remaining. Vargas into Lubash, top of the key, works against Corona. 17 seconds. Lubash goes right on Corona, and a whistle and a foul on a hand check on Keegan Corona. That'll be his 4th. The shot clock is off, 31.4 seconds to play. Santan will inbound baseline left. Into Lubash. Lubash against Corona, who's playing with 4 fouls. He can't foul him, but he gets the steal. And a traveling violation called on Lubash on the floor. It's going to be a traveling violation called on the far side of the floor. And we'll see if they give Santan the timeout or if it's a traveling violation. And they are going to give the timeout to Santan Charter. No traveling violation. Santan will get the ball back with 22.8 seconds to play. After the timeout, we'll take it too. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here to Pima High School. Lee Patterson with you. 22.8 seconds to play. Santan leads Pima 40-37. It'll be Santan basketball in the backcourt. In to Lubash. Lubash against Corona. Right side to Street. Street double teamed. Right side to Vargas. Underneath to Reynolds. Back out on top to Lubash. Somebody's got a foul. And Thompson will foul Lubash, who is probably the best free throw shooter on the team. Averages 22.8 points a game, but tonight Lubash with just 2 points. No shooting though, only the fourth team foul. 9.1 seconds to play. Pima's gonna have to get a steal or a foul here on the inbound. Into Gramillion. Somebody's gotta foul him. And Joel Matthijs will. Gramillion will go to the line with 5 seconds to play. That'll be the fourth on Joel Matthijs. And Gramillion at the line to shoot 2. Gramillion tonight with 1 point, 1 out of 2 at the foul line for the Roadrunners. First one is no good. He'll get one more. Now Gramillion back to the line for his next. 2 bounces, and now fires. Back iron, no. And a timeout called by Pima on the rebound with 4.1 seconds to play. Pima will get the ball and a shot to tie it with 4.1 to play. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. They added 0.4 seconds back to the clock. There's now 4.5 seconds to play. Pima down 3. They'll inbound backcourt right. Both teams out of timeouts. McCray to inbound. Lob it into Thompson. Thompson at the buzzer for the tie. No good. And that's the way this one's going to come to an end. What a great basketball game here at Pima High School. The score, Santan Charter 40. Pima 37. We'll come back to recap it on the Open Loop Energy postgame show right after this. Welcome into the Open Loop Energy postgame show. Lee Patterson with you. What a basketball game here tonight. If that is what we are in store for in the 2A and Open Championship tournaments, wow, what a ball game here tonight. Open Loop Energy, a proud supporter of Gila Valley Athletics and a mining partner. Let's take a look at the numbers. First for Santan Charter, Peyton Lubash with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Tori Street with 9 points and 2 rebounds, 5 points for Bryce Whiting, 13 points and 3 rebounds for Christo Jackson, 6 points and 5 rebounds for Dylan Vargas, 2 points and 2 rebounds for Reynolds, and 2 points for Henry Tauscher. For Pima tonight, 2 points for Isaac Thompson, 4 points for Stratton McRae, 3 points for Nash Bodley, 8 points and 8 rebounds for Keegan Corona, 8 points and 8 rebounds for Joel Mattice, and 12 points and 10 rebounds for Charlie Richardson tonight. That'll do it for our regular season. What a great regular season it was. We'll find out Saturday. We'll find out Saturday morning where we will be next week. The Open tournament for the girls starts on Tuesday. The Open tournament for the boys starts on Wednesday. We'll have teams in both of those days, so we'll let you know where we go and who we're going to cover. On Saturday, we'll let you know on my social medias. We'll also let you know on the radio station here on our sister stations as well. So for Amanda Patterson on the stats tonight, Joey B back in the studio, I'm Lee Patterson saying thanks for listening.